Oh, hey, me mateys. Well, I've gone and seen the Star Wars Episode 1 25th anniversary re-release at the cinemas. I'm at a Walmart right now, nearby, prequel cinema. Good experience. Before we get into the picture itself, let's just talk about how the overall looks compared to the original. Unlike the last time he was out in the cinemas, it is not in 3D. It is just 2D, 4K, I believe. It looks pretty decent overall, but I think the dark scenes didn't look so hot. As you can see, there's a boatload of other Star Wars stuff they've gotten put out since then. But let's talk about Episode 1. Right. It's okay. The CGI. Oh yes. Actually, let's talk about the 3D. All right. Episodes 2 and 3D were released. They were filmed. They were fully completed. But they'd only shown them at this Star Wars Celebration convention years ago. They've never been released to the public otherwise, so I can't tell you how those look. I can tell you that I did enjoy the 3D conversion years ago. It's never been released on a Blu-ray 3D or anything like that. So, never mind what I just said, because you'll never get to see it unless there's a leak, right? Right. Okay, back to the 25th anniversary release. There's nothing extra added. No bonus scenes or anything like that. I know there were deleted scenes which you could find on the DVD, probably Blu-ray as well. There's one of those which I think would have been actually pretty interesting. So there's nothing new with the story. The story is okay. Jar Jar Binks really annoys me. I know a lot of people grew up with the original trilogy, are kind of fond of him, such as Trevor Noah, if you're familiar from The Daily Show. He used to be a host there. I remember him saying that on the telly that he actually liked Jar Jar Binks, but then he grew up as a kid. My performer, when she grew up as a kid, she was actually born same year as Star Wars. Yes, that's right. Which is also the same year as Chuck E. Cheese. Chuck E. Cheese Pizza Joint Theater. Which was quite different than it is now. And Three's Company, yes. Since then, she doesn't really remember seeing that one. Of course, she wouldn't be at that age. But she does remember Return of the Jedi quite well. She had very fond memories of that. She loved the Ewoks. I know a lot of people weren't so fond of the Ewoks. They thought of more like Jar Jar Binks, but I liked them. I did meet the actor for Wicket once. Don't really remember much about him. I could have got his autograph, but I didn't. Well, I do have the autograph. Getting back to Episode 1. I do have the autograph for the guy who did it, Roger voice of the attack robots. What do they call it? The Trade Federation. The name escapes me right now. I'll come to think of it later. Yes, BB1. No, not BB1. I forget what it is. Anyway, he was also the voice of the. He's also the sound engineer in that film as well, and the rest of the original trilogy, and he voiced General Grievous. Actually, it was actually partly George Lucas as well who provided the cough. He kept that in a recording session actually. So that was nice. He's a really nice guy actually. I got his autograph once. I told him I didn't have any money. He said, pay it forward. Now, that's exactly what I did. I spent my money on the third actor to play Darth Vader. Probably should have got Wicked. Oh well. Whatever your name is. Right. I do have a. And now let's take a look. More talking about episode 1. These are all related in a way, of course. They're all interconnected. Disney wants you to go and watch them all the TV shows and movies and video games and everything. You might see cameos from one thing or another, plot threads. Oh yes, and of course Disney owns Marvel. Right, that's DC there. Let's see out there. Yes. Yes, I was going to say that I don't like Jar Jar. I did like Darth Maul quite a lot. I think he took up. I think he was really exciting. I think they were trying to get Jar Jar to appeal to the kids, young kids. I think they'd really fancied Darth Maul, from what I could tell back then. Perhaps I may be mistaken. I think they were also trying to get the girls in anyway, into Queen Amidala. I do remember seeing some fashion dolls of her. She certainly has quite a boatload of different outfits in the movie. They all look great, actually. Costuming is top notch. No complaints there. I didn't like the voices for the Gungans, Watto, or those Trade Federation aliens. They all sounded like racist caricatures, which is really weird, considering Watto. A lot of people thought he sounded kind of Jewish, like a Jewish stereotype, which is weird because George Lucas is a Jew. Okay, well, I don't get that. Anyway, the whole midichlorian thing I didn't like either. I'm not going to spoil that for those of you who didn't see the movies, but it's a big thing, and the second trilogy, and TV shows and things. Probably Clone Troopers and Rebels. I see Shoka was in. Yeah, she was in both of those, and she has her own TV show, live action one. I have seen the Ashoka live action show. I thought it was alright. I enjoyed it. A lot of people complain about it, but I liked it. I saw Star Wars Rebels. So that was great. I guess I wish the animation on the hair didn't look so shiny. They did release some pretty good characters like Sabine here. Can't complain. Sabine's great. Gets finished. Star Wars Bad Box gets finished. I was very happy with that show. That was great. Of course, that midichlorian thing comes up again. I told you it would be important. Introduced the exciting Omega to us. I believe she may have been mentioned somewhere before. But you get to see her this time, and she's a great character. A lot of people would like to see her in some kind of live-action production. Speaking of live-action productions, did you know there were 2 Ewoks themed movies? They were shown on the telly over here, but over in Europe, they were shown on the big screen. I did see the first movie not on the telly because I wasn't in Europe at the time. I saw it on the telly, not in the cinema, because I wasn't in Europe at the time. I enjoyed that movie. I always liked the Ewoks. I saw the cartoon show as well. I actually have a bank of Princess. What's her name? I don't remember. It's kind of like a fantasy show, kind of like Lord of the Rings, but with all the elves and orcs and stuff. Well, unless you're thinking about the second movie, second Ewoks movie, which was originally supposed to be a fantasy film. I heard it sucked. I did happen to see. I've actually seen all the theatrical Star Wars films except for the animated Clone Wars film. But I have seen a bunch of the Clone Wars TV show. It's pretty good, except I don't like the voiceover things on it. Jumping from different characters. Didn't like that, but they did introduce some good characters like Rex, Commander Rex, good stuff. Wait, actually, he was in the movies, right? Live action movies, yes. Good stuff. What is her name? Venturous. Yes, she's great. They did put in some good work for some of the other characters. Yes. Cade. Oh, yes. The Bounty Hunter. Oh, yeah, he's great. He is in the Bad Box and Clone Wars, but he's in Bad Box as well as the Clone Wars. He's great. I'd like to see a live action version of him. Now, speaking of toys, as we're looking at amongst them here, I actually have quite a boatload of toys from the olden days. Original Kenner Star Wars action figures. Actually, you'll see some of the packaging here in some places. You'll see brand new Star Wars figures with the Kenner label. I remember there's actually a episode 1 set, a couple episode 1 sets you can buy of action figures. They look, I guess, like this, look like the olden ones. See, these are not the original. This is how you can tell. I see all these joints here and detailing. Those would not have been. They are the original Star Wars Empire Strikes Back figures. I think I have some of those. I know I have a Han Luke. I think I have a Han Leia as well. Still, most of my figures are complete, but not in mint and package, unfortunately. I do have the Princess Kisa bank in her original packaging, unopened. I'd say I do have some episode 1 merchandise. It's mostly just from the Taco Bell and Pizza Hut, KFC stock promotional items like the lid. I have only one item from Star Wars episode. What is it now? Alright, The Force Awakens. It's a Ray topper, drink topper from Regal Cinema, actually. Yes. I know. Oh yes, I have a Ewoks, the animated Ewoks cartoon shirt. Oh, and speaking of Star Wars, I have seen the holiday special. It's terrible. It is truly terrible. I've seen it on YouTube. I actually did ask Peter Mayhew about that. The actor for Chewbacca, who sadly passed away. I have his autograph. He said it was uncomfortable because they had put some wiring inside his suit. And he thinks it'll never be shown. Lucas will never want it to be ever shown again. But Disney owns it now. Although I don't think they'll want anyone to see it either. Even though they'd love making money. I mean, if we don't have those 3D conversions of episodes 2 and 3, and then you're probably never going to see the holiday special. It's terrible. There is a website for it though. Anyway, I've been rambling on long enough. May the Force be with you. Right.